tossed a marijuana case after the state lab told him it can't tell the difference between real pot and CBD products that you can legally buy at gas stations.
On Your Side, investigator Rachel DePompa uncovers a case that could make waves all across the state.
The headline I want you to pay attention to here: a Louisa County man was charged with having marijuana, even though he legally bought a CBD product at a store in Charlottesville. They call it hemp flower. Take a look. This is being sold in stores across the state. Can you tell the difference?
Robert Mason never thought a fun day trip to a local amusement park could end so badly.
I'm going to King's Dominion with my sister, and on the way home, she gets pulled over for speeding.
But that routine traffic stop in Hanover County quickly escalated when the sheriff's deputy said he smelled marijuana.
And that's when I tell him that I have this CBD, and I actually hand it to him along with everything in it, which was a bowl, a grinder, and the hemp product.
The officer field tested it, and it tested positive for marijuana. But Mason bought the CBD product legally at a store in Charlottesville. This is the now faded receipt.
There's nothing illegal. My sister was freaking out, and I told her, look, we're good. I purchased at a store. I have the receipt. Everything's cool. Turns out it wasn't. His specific words was, it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, it's a duck.
The officer didn't arrest him, but did ticket the 24-year-old for possession of marijuana.
Did you try to argue?
I tried to argue. I told him I had the receipt.
Go to any number of stores in Richmond right now, downtown, Midlothian, Short Pump, and they openly sell hemp flower. It looks very much like pot, but this is considered industrialized hemp. It was made legal at the federal level last year. And Virginia lawmakers followed suit, passing emergency legislation on March 21st. According to the new law, hemp products are allowed to have up to 0.3% of THC, the chemical in cannabis plants that produces a high. But police currently don't have a field test that can tell the difference between legally possessed hemp and illegal marijuana.
And according to this memo from the Virginia Department of Forensic Science, it also currently can't test exactly how much THC is in a product.
I'm not sure that the prosecution and law enforcement is equipped to deal with this issue right now.
Jay Brenneman's been a lawyer for 11 years now. He's handled countless marijuana cases.
It could just look like a bag of the same things that people have been prosecuted for years and years. Mr. Mason, good morning, sir.
So when Robert Mason showed up at his Ashland office, Brenneman had a lot of questions.
I had serious questions, still have serious questions about how the prosecution, how law enforcement in Virginia today can go forward on just about any marijuana case.
Especially if the lab can't determine how much THC is in a product. A document provided by the store that sold the hemp flower to Mason shows a level of 0.28%.
And it does say that the total THC content is under that legal limit.
But again, neither police nor the state lab can test to verify that. In September, Brenneman took Mason's case to Hanover County Circuit Court. This is the transcript from that hearing. Brenneman called the person who tested Mason's hemp to the stand, a supervisor in the state's Richmond lab. Judge Overton Harris asked, "You can't tell whether this was purchased at the service station down the road?" The man from the state lab responded, "No, Your Honor, I could not."
He looked at the prosecution and myself and back and said not guilty.
A major victory for Robert Mason, who faced jail time.
But I almost had time over my head for carrying something legally.
The state lab says it's working on a way around this issue. According to the court transcript, the lab is close to a potential solution for testing the levels of THC. Until then, simple marijuana cases in the Commonwealth may not stand a chance in court. For the On Your Side investigators, Rachel DePompa, NBC 12 News.